Now we're going to start for our mayoral candidates, and I need my questions. And first up, in alphabetical order, will be Tommy Pedigo, and he can come to his question.
Since Sparta's a small town, and yet we pay for fire and police and government all separately from the county, do you think if we had metro government, we might have lower taxes and a better chance to attract businesses? I think metro government, in a lot of sense, is a good thing. I think metro government was tried here in White County years ago and failed. I think the one point that I can make about metro government is that it affects everybody differently. If you're a farmer, metro government affects you differently than it is if you're a businessman downtown. I think that what I would want to do is leave that strictly up to the people. If you want metro government and metro government's voted in, then we need to do whatever it takes to make metro government a reality and make it successful. If you don't want metro government, then I think we need to do the best we can do with what we've got and go with that. I think it would make a big change. I've not studied it enough to really tell you that that's what we need to do or not. But the point I want to make to you about metro government is that it's whatever the people want. That's what I want.
Yeah, that's a very good question tonight too, by the way. The question was, since Florida is a small town and yet we pay for fire and police and government all separately from the county, do you think if we have metro government we might have lower taxes and a better chance to attract businesses? I, like Mayor Pedigo, have not devoted a lot of time to metro government. I know that it has come up in the past, and I think it was put to a vote and the people voted on it, and they voted not to bring metro government in. I think there are a lot of good sides to metro government. The way we are right now, there is several areas that there are duplication of services. And I think all of us are aware of a lot of those. And, one simple thing I brought up to the city board a while back was something as simple as animal control. We've got not a big animal control issue in Sparta or White County, but I brought that up, which would save the county $10,000 and it would save the city $25,000. Our city board voted not to do that. To me, that was a simple way that we could all save some money and made everybody better. But metro government would take a lot of thought, a lot of planning. I think it's very possible. And there is a lot of good points to it. And I don't know that it will ever happen in the present administration or maybe even in the near future. But there are things about it that would attract new business. Question is, what is Sparta's biggest and most expensive need in the future, and how would you pay for it? The purchase of the old jail for $40,000 and the failure to utilize that building appears to be a terrible waste of money. What would you do about this problem? Well, it's actually 2 or 3 parts of the question there. What is the biggest and most expensive need in the future of Sparta, and how would you pay for it? Really 2 things that I think are most important than anything. The infrastructure is what we have to work on more than anything. We've got a decaying sewer system. East side of town has got 50 and 60-year-old sewer system, and we are doing a lot of rehab on that now. We've actually purchased equipment to help us with that. That is a very expensive undertaking. It has to be done, and we are trying to get that done. The next biggest expense that I think we need for the future of Sparta is I think we need to spend much more money on trying to bring industry in here instead of doing some of the things we are. We've talked about retirement communities and all that. That's great. It's only my opinion that we've got enough walking trails and that kind of stuff. We need to be spending our money on trying to bring industry and jobs in here. Everybody in here, I guarantee you, can name half a dozen people probably don't have a job. That's what builds our economy, and that's what stimulates our businesses. In our industrial fund alone, we have $650,000 that's been sitting there for a long time. We need to put that money to use. We need to bring jobs in here. Deal about the jail. I think the jail was a bad move from day one. I was not on the board at that time when it was purchased. Not only does the jail we've also actually all been in it and looked at, it needs to be knocked down. But that being said, past board decided to spend, I believe the number was about $20,000 roughly to put a new roof on it. I think that entire program right there was a waste of money. What would you do about these problems? What I would do about these problems, I would really crunch the budget. We've got to stop spending money in places that we don't have it. It's as simple as a household budget or a company budget. You do what you have to do first and what you want to do next. What we have to do right now is promote our community and bring jobs in here and stop the needless spending.
What is Sparta's biggest and most expensive needs in the future, and how would you pay for it? To purchase the old jail, $40,000, and the failure to utilize the building appears to be a terrible waste of money. First of all, the biggest and most expensive need in our future is what we're doing right now. And that's trying to find as many jobs as we can find without raising taxes. And that's what we're doing. We've done it in the last 8 years, and we can do it for the next 4 years. And we can keep on doing that. We can work with the county, we can work with the Highlands Initiative, we can work with the airport board, we can work with everybody we want to, but we've got to get the jobs in here. And we're doing that job now, and we're paying for that job now. We had, as Jeff said, we've got almost $700,000 right now in our industrial fund. That money's being used. We had almost $1 million there in 2000. We don't get the interest rate that we had before, so it's not growing like it should. But we spend money. We didn't get Moderator College in here for free. We spent money to do that. We didn't get. We don't get our participation in the Highlands Initiative without it costing us money. Everything we do costs money, and we have to be able to pay for that. And we've done it without increasing taxes. Moderator College is the greatest thing that's come in here, and we've done it without increasing taxes, and we're helping them be what they are. What about the old jail? Real quickly, yes, the old jail was a good purchase. Purchasing the old jail was the right thing to do. And what the future of the old jail is, I don't know. But I can tell you this, whether it's a walking trail or whether it's an industry, the last thing we need is somebody coming in and putting in a business in the middle of downtown that would be using the old jail for whatever it is without us having any kind of control for it. It does need to be knocked down. I think that we probably need to do that. 911 talked at one time about wanting it. But it's a good thing that we have it, and we're protecting the city by owning it.